Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time for Taroscopes. We're going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Aquarius. That's Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, or Aquarius Rising for the month of July 2023. So before we get into the tarot part of the Taroscopes, let's look at a little astrology for Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, you're probably well aware that Pluto has moved back out of your sign, back into Capricorn. So Pluto's back in your 12th house to do some cleanup, as it were. And so it's a significant time. You did feel the power of Pluto in that first house, at least for 3 months. Three and a half months, maybe 2.5 months. Not long enough, but you are going to have that for in your chart for 20 years. So you'll have plenty of time with that energy. We do have a new full moon at the beginning of the month. That's on the 3rd. That full moon is in Capricorn, again, your 12th house, with the sun in your 6th house. The sun, as it moves through Cancer, is going to be moving through your 6th house. So this is a time to take a look at your health habits, as it were. Perhaps that has to do with pets, or it has to do with the service that you give to humanity. This 6th house is the house of the world server, as it were. Healing and health issues, if there are any healing and health issues. And then we also have a new moon on the 17th, I think it is, of July. Yes, the new moon on the 17th of July, which is a good time to start a new health regime. But we want too hard. By heat. Uranus is still in Taurus square. Taurus is square Aquarius, and so maybe just but hi guys, I don't know if you heard the last thing I said because I fell out of the sky. Well, my internet connection. Saturn opposite Mars in your 2nd and 8th house is sort of a stop. Take a look at your resources and the resources you share. This could be a tax issue that you need to take care of. In point of fact, North node in Taurus, South node in Scorpio will be shifting, with the North node going into Aries and the South node going into Libra. This is a little bit easier nodal picture for you, Aquarius, because your Aquarius is not square the nodes of the moon at this time. And so there is a flow to the South node and an opportunity towards the North node. And so this is a little bit easier of an evolutionary picture for the next 18 months for you, Aquarius. It'll be less about sudden shocks and getting the rug pulled out from under you, and more about a flow and choices and opportunities to make better choices when it comes to the way you evolve your emotional body, which, of course, let's be honest, Aquarius, it's not your strong suit. I mean, the emotional body, that is. What is the saying? Aquarius loves humanity. It's people it has trouble with. So theoretically, humanity's great. Actually, it's kind of a challenge, especially when you're, Aquarius, quite honestly, you're kind of off planet to start with. You're always going to see things in a different way. You experience life in a different way. You have different talents and abilities. Some people think you're crazy. People think you're a genius. You're probably both at any one point in your life. So be your genius self. That's what I say to Aquarius. That's really all I want to talk about. If you want something more specific about what's happening with the planets, you can check out my Astrology and Kabbalah of July. That's going to cover the numerology and the astrology, the numerology and the Kabbalah part of July, along with the first week of July, and then each week at the beginning of the next week, usually on Friday nights, I'll put out the week ahead. So if you want to keep track with that, you can. It would help if you became a subscriber. And hopefully you would get the the little bell thing. Hopefully you would get to be told when things come up for me. I don't know, the algorithm is a little bit wacky if you ask me. All right, so we are going to, now what did I do with the cards? I want to use the good tarot for you. Let me go find it. I think it's behind. Hold on 1 minute. Found it. It was right behind me. Okay. So what does Aquarius need to be aware of for the month of July? For the month of July. A lot more talk of aliens. Have you noticed, Aquarius? I think a lot of people are aware of the existence of other life forms, other dimensions, other universes, multiverses, whatever. Okay. Almost ready, guys. I want to give this a good shuffle. I love this deck. I find it so inspiring. Pretty. Pity. There was a new moon in Cancer. Did I say that to you? Yes, I did. Yeah. And a full moon. Yes, I talked about that as well. Oh, there's a lot of energy in Leo. We have, of course, the sun going to be in Leo starting the 22nd. Leo is your house of relationship. We have Venus in Leo in your house of relationship going to go retrograde on the 22nd. Venus is in Leo for a long time. I know I talk, this isn't necessarily all that good at the interpersonal stuff. You're going to have a lot of practice with Venus in Leo in that 7th house. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Who knows? Maybe you'll fall in love. All right. We have the King of Earth. There you are on your throne, looking over your riches. This is a good card. This is about being in charge of your resources. This is about having dominion, knowing the value of things. What's the challenge here? Something has come to an end. A way of thinking, 10 of air. This is one of the nicest 10 of swords cards you'll ever find. You can see that all the feathers are sort of flying away and floating away. Are those part of her wings? Yeah, but she doesn't seem, she still looks like she can fly. She hasn't lost so many wings. This might be somebody else's wings. But there's this sense of, I'm in charge of my life, but then something's ended. And so when something ends, it leaves a void, right? It leaves a void. Let's see what's underneath it. The Queen of Earth. So we have the King of Earth and the Queen of Earth. This is about understanding what's of value. This is a very powerful earthy card. I like that underneath you because Aquarius is very unearthly, and it's nice to see these pentacle cards. So if in fact you're one of these unearthly Aquarius, excuse me, and you're not feeling stable in how your feet are on the ground here on planet Earth, this is a reminder that you have the power if you choose to have the power. Let's see what's in the past. We have the Nine of Waters. A wish has come true for you. Something you've wished for, long wished for, has finally come to you. That has happened in the past. Sometimes when we get exactly what we want, there's like a little bit of a letdown. I remember when I got out of chiropractic college, and before I could start working as a chiropractor, I had to take my work before. There was this lull at the end of school where all I wanted to do was sleep and hide away. My mother would say, and I was like 26 and I had moved back home because I went to school out of state. So I moved back home and now I'm trying to, start my life. And my mother's like, why don't you go out with your friends? Why don't you go do stuff? I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to have a moment where I didn't have to study, where I didn't have to worry about my boards. I didn't have to worry about graduating. I just wanted to sort of like revert back to almost a womb-like environment. And I was from the outside looking in, it looked like I was depressed, but it was a time when you sort of needed that space and that time, because what I had wished, question you ask is, well, what's next? What's next? Let's see what's in the sky. The Emperor is in the sky, so more dominion for you. Really nice card about being in charge of your life. That's what's available to you with strength and power. In the immediate future, we have the Six of Earth. If somebody owes you money, things will even out. You will be given what you deserve to get. Or if you need to give somebody something, you're in good stead here. You have all these pentacles, strong pentacle cards here. So you have the resources that you need. Maybe you need to help somebody else out, pay somebody back, or just do something that balances the scales a little bit and makes people's lives better. So you could even want to maybe donate something to some sort of charity or donate to a cause where more people get what they deserve to have. How you're seen from the outside, how people see you, the Four of Air, somewhat isolated, and that goes sort of with the rest and recuperation that happens. I feel like there's this period of rest and recuperation that you're going through. The domestic situation is the Six of Water. This is a really good card for spending time with family, for reminiscing. This might be a good time for you to get together with your cousins. You know how childhood was always so much better because you got to play with your cousins. And you didn't always get to play with your cousins because maybe your cousins didn't, but when you would get together in the summer and you get to hang out with your cousins, go to the beach or play in the yard. I had a cousin who was my age. He was 6 months older than me. He was born in January of 61. And he lived kind of in more of like a suburban area of New Jersey, and I lived in the city up in Jersey. And so we would only really see each other when we were visiting our grandparents down in Neptune, New Jersey, which is down by the shore, Asbury Park area. And we had the best fun, me and my cousin Michael. And I don't see him that often, but whenever we're together, it's like no time has gone by, right? So it is like exploratory, experiencing your imagination. We used to play. He used to love army movies. Used to watch. I'm sure it was a past life, and I liked like Star Trek and stuff. So we would play. We could play army. We were in the future, and it was like Star Trek, and it was like a ship, and stars and aliens. Then I'd be willing to play the war games with him. But we used to have a lot of fun. But that's the energy. Sorry, I don't know what made me think to talk about that, but that was the energy of remembrance, of family, of being nurtured, sort of looking back fondly. A lot of reminiscing here. fire. You're a little bit concerned about your next project. Don't worry about it. It's time to rest. Time to rest. The next project will come for you. And we have temptation here. Number 15 this is the devil card as the out. So just be aware of that, but you're pretty smart. I'm not worried about you as I might be in another situation. It's really about an opportunity to actually make some good money because you don't sell your soul in the process, right? Let's see what's underneath it all. Fire. This is fire being underneath it all says that there's a lot of creativity and a lot of ideas, and they're brewing. You're creating foundations. Seven of water is about making choices. So many choices to be made. Some confusion about that. And then we have the five of waters, which can be disappointment and things like that. So there's actually some emotional stuff that's coming up for you. Part of that could be the family stuff that I talked about, the reminiscing. There may be some stuff that comes up with that, but this is a time for you to rest and recuperate, Aquarius. You don't have to make any big decisions. There are opportunities coming your way. There's more work, if that's what you're worried about, to happen. But even with that, even with the opportunities that come, decide whether you need that opportunity. It may not be something you need to do. You may feel stable enough not to have to accept another challenge that could challenge temptation, that can tempt you into it's a benefit for you that you have your own source of resource and you're not depending on somebody else for your resources, at least not in these cards. It's not indicated. So it gives you a little bit more power to stand on your own 2 feet. And if the temptation comes and it's not something you want, you could say no to. But if it's an opportunity that you think that you can do, as long as you stay aligned with your true self, and of course, Aquarians are humanitarians at heart, you should be fine. All right, let's take a look at the Spirit of the Wheel Oracle deck and see what comes up with that for Aquarius. Just collect my cards here. I put the cards down on top of my computer, and I'm always in the danger of shutting myself off somehow. So I have to be delicate when I take cards back. All right, so we're going to get this from the Spirit of the Wheel Oracle deck, one of my favorites. And the woman who did it is Linda Ewashina. Linda Ewashina. I picked these up in Portland, Oregon, 2012, after I did a week-long past life regression seminar with evolutionary astrologers. It was so much fun. You know, when you're like lost and then you suddenly find your tribe and you're like, these are my people, the song of my people. It's such a wonderful feeling. Such a wonderful feeling. Finding your tribe. It's a little hard for Aquarius because most of you are from another planet. Okay, we have spiritual renewal, pure spiritual path of the North. Renewal, I like that. That's what I said. You're being renewed. You're going to need your rest because Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for many, many years. So, all right, I will hold this up as soon as I get the page. Okay, and take my glasses off so I can actually read this. Okay, let's get this. Can you see that? I think so. The renewal card comes after a period of difficulty and strife. It represents the springtime of your life when the cold winter is gone and new growth emerges. cleansed yourself of past burdens and now are filled with time to work on your dreams and goals. The positive, free flowing energy signifies a time of success and fortune. Your confidence grows as you begin to come more fully into your own power. With this growing recognition that you do have something to offer the world comes a renewed belief in yourself. This inspirational energy can help you manifest joy and abundance in every area of your life. Make good use of this magical time. Your connection to the divine is strengthening. Renewal suggests opportunities are all around you to develop your gifts. Your life is truly a blessing right now, and you have much to be thankful for. And this is your prayer. I welcome the hope and inspirational energy of the North into my life. I work towards my goals with renewed confidence and determination. So that's the story, Morning Glory. All right. Have yourself a wonderful month. Like and subscribe if you would. If you'd like to get a reading with me, there's a link below. If you would like to support me through Patreon, there's a link below. You do get things before everybody else does. And then there are a few special things that nobody else gets to see. If you're a patron, what else do I want to? Subscribers for my 62nd birthday, which is on July 3rd. So if you can share, give me the thumbs up. And if I can get a couple more subscribers, I need about 100, I think, maybe 100 and something. So you guys can work for me a little bit. That'd be great. All right, guys, take care. Much love. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again in August. Take care. Namaste.